That was a comeback for the ages. After an eventful trade deadline, the Warriors welcomed Jimmy Butler to the squad, and his debut alongside Steph did not disappoint. Golden State pulled off a huge second-half rally in Chicago, fueled by a classic Curry Flurry and Butler taking charge in a non-Steph minutes. I want to break down how the superstar duo dominated the Bulls across different offensive looks, so let's get to it. In the first half, I'm going to break down a couple different looks that will be a theme for the rest of the game. Jimmy started the game with authority. We have a double down screen for Jimmy Butler of all people, and Chicago's game plan to play straight up. But Jimmy uses his high IQ of knowing that he's not the best off-ball catch and shoot player, and instead plays to his strength and uses the screens to back cut to the rim instead. Now there's no help and Buddy Hield throws a perfect lob to Butler. Smart action here. One major thing we know about Butler is his ability to attack to rim and make plays. Here on the cross-court pass, Jimmy instead attacks off the catch to get dribble penetration, and his superstar reputation allows him to command the defense's full attention. Butler is able to stay patient to a point where he catches Tre Jones completely in no man's land before dumping the pass off to Looney for a wide open layup. Golden State was thriving offensively in the first quarter. Nothing fancy here but a down screen by GB2, but his man, the rookie Buzelis, is not aware of the Steph Curry off-ball effect, and is playing a drop coverage. With Kevin Huerter trying to fight over the screen, Steph easily gets a curl and a wide open catch and shoot three-pointer. We're not super surprised since it's the Bulls defense, but we'll take it. Chicago, of course, could not miss a shot in the second quarter, so the Warriors had to climb out of another large double-digit deficit. One positive sign is Steph's ability to identify and take specifically Vucevic off the dribble. On an isolation, Curry dribble combos into the thick of the defense, commanding everyone's attention as he attacks the mismatch. Simultaneously, Butler is already smart enough to set a back screen on Dosunmu, giving Pods a backdoor cut to get to open reverse layup. Great teamwork here and a good sign of Jimmy playing a key off-ball role. Jimmy Butler has physical attributes just like Andrew Wiggins, except he arguably has more will and strength in certain situations. Butler is able to see a clear mismatch in a taller but smaller rookie in Buzelis, and willingly gets deep position in the paint. He's able to outmuscle the rookie and body him to the ground, but then rising up for an and one layup almost in slow motion. This is the type of targeting mismatches and aggressive offense near the rim that I'm more than happy to sign up for. Inside out offense is a switch up versus just shooting threes. Early in the third quarter, I'm pretty sure Chicago had a commanding 24-point lead, and the only way Golden State ended up getting out of it is with a vintage third quarter Curry Flurry. First, Moses is able to see that Steph has a mismatch, and Curry smells blood in an isolation with Vucevic. Vuce is not known to be a defender, both out on the perimeter and the paint, so Chicago obviously does not want him on an island. Steph's able to lure him to sleep here first before pulling a tough 28-footer. That's a difficult shot, but if you're the Bulls, you just don't want to see him get hot. The very next play down, an on-ball Steph is able to get dribble penetration, forcing both the rotation from the weak side low man Kobe White and Vucevic off the strong side corner off a non-shooter Jimmy Butler. Steph does not force this and swings it out, where the Bulls X out by having Giddey rotated the ball and White to the next pass. With Draymond having the ball up top, he signals Moody to set the patented down screen for Steph, where his defender Dosunmu had fallen asleep for just a half second. Now the defender is a step behind and tries to cheat the pick, before Steph is able to curl around the wing for a 4-point play. Great off-ball movement here, and Curry gets another heater. This play was the first Steph-Jimmy two-man game that we were so excited to see. With Butler coming for an on-ball pick, Chicago does a poor job defensively by having Patrick Williams soft switch the screen. This allows Butler to slip the pick early and getting a 2-on-1 advantage with a short roll pass. It's funny when you look at this situation because if it was Draymond, he would 100% be looking for the pass. But Jimmy Butler? No, that man's destined to use his strength to rise up and look for his own shot first. Great two-man game here. I want to thank Steve Kerr for finally reading the room and not taking Steph Curry out when he's on an absolute heat check. First, he's able to dramatically make a last-second tough look-away sidestep 3. Then he's able to see another mismatch in the slower and bigger Patrick Williams before going into a few dribble combos in isolation, then using his speed to get past the defender into a vintage Steph Curry floater. Now he's able to find another mismatch in Tre Jones, reject the Kevon Looney on-ball pick, and continue to use his superstar shot-making skills to make this tough step-back 3-ball. These are all examples of heat check Steph Curry by forcing him to make plays. None of that off-ball motion nonsense in this context. Chicago had some extremely poor defensive rotations in the third quarter. On-ball pick and roll with Jimmy Butler and the Bulls trap Steph, forcing the short roll pass and a 4-on-3 advantage on the back end. Kobe White dangerously rotates off the strong side corner where Butler makes the right pass to Pajensky. However, both Giddey and Jones sprint to rotate back to Butler, and this is just extremely poor basketball IQ. If you're Jones, you have one job, and that is to stick to Steph Curry. And Curry is able to attack the long closeout with one dribble and still launch a contested three-pointer, but at this point, he's been unconscious. With Steph shooting a heater of a third quarter with a vintage 24 points, Steve Kerr had said that he wants to fill all the non-Steph minutes with Jimmy Butler. Butler is a good 6'8", but he is so strong that he's shown his ability to get prime position and seal smaller defenders deep in the paint. You can also rely on Draymond to make this play, and Butler is able to convert the and one opportunity. Great to see a Warrior player get the referee's whistle. Jimmy Butler is not the fastest player nor the most explosive. He's able to use his high basketball IQ to slow down the game and decelerate, often using an old school jump stop to get the defender to fly by first. Butler is also known to willingly get into the paint despite lacking elite dribbling skills. Here he's able to immediately attack off the catch, forcing the foe's rotation in Giddey. Jimmy not only slows down, but he seeks contact around the rim, looking for the opportunity to draw a hand in the cookie jar by the defender before finishing the jelly reverse layup. Steph and the bench are ecstatic that Butler has the free throw and foul drawing magic. There you guys have it. After a dramatic trade deadline where the front office shipped Warriors legend Andrew Wiggins away, the team replaced him with arguably one of the best two-way wings of the last decade in Jimmy Butler. Despite slow start to the game, Steph Curry and Butler took over, turning a 20-point deficit into a 20-point wing by picking apart Chicago's defense. Steph finally had another great shooting night, finishing with 34 points on an efficient night with 8 threes. He abused isolations, hunted mismatches, and capitalized on heat check opportunities to bring the Warriors back from the double-digit deficit. Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler kept the ship steady when Steph went to the bench, doing what he does best, using his body to get deep position for high-quality looks, getting to the free throw line, and setting a commanding and confident presence. Even though it was against the lowly Bulls, this felt like a glimpse into the potential of the new Warriors superstar duo and how they can generate high-quality looks in ways the old system could not. We've only seen how the offensive side shows so far, but this was a great comeback win to stamp the first victory of the Jimmy Butler era. I'm stoked to have a happy and paid Jimmy Butler, and now on to a bigger challenge against the Bucks tomorrow. So if you guys like this breakdown, like and subscribe to see more.